Hi everyone. So here we are in the week 6th, which will be covered from June 6th to June to 11. In the past 2 weeks, of course, there had been certain disruptions because of my poor health issue, but I still tried managing with the videos, and whatever I could give you, I did deliver that. So this is the normal sequence that we usually follow, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Polity and History, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Geography and Environment. Now I've been receiving a couple of mails and messages elsewhere from you guys saying that you are still not able to manage with all of these 4 subjects together. Now see, earlier when I was doing it 5 times a day, like 5 days a week, sorry, not 5 times, but 5 days a week, and I was taking all of these 4 subjects every day, that was pretty hectic for you and for me. I would totally agree with that. When I switched to this model, this alternative method, it was kind of better for me, I would say. I could manage it pretty well because I was giving 3 days to 2 subjects and then 3 days to 2 subjects. But still, you guys are writing that you're not able to manage it. Now, when I tried looking for the solution, see, there are two alternatives to me. Either I quit on 2 subjects, okay, and I just continue with any 2 subjects. Of course, that will depend on the response and the views. So if you are giving me enough response for 2 subjects, I'll, let's say, just continue the 2 subjects and leave the other two. But the problem with that is I have moved quite ahead in terms of covering the basic topics, and now we are moving towards the geography mein we have already moved towards the advanced topic. Environment also, the next section is advanced only. History also we are in the transition period. Polity still हम काफ़ी हद तक every conceptual detail we are building it up, ठीक है, because बाद में सिर्फ easy topics पढ़ लेना is not the task in polity. Nowadays if you are seeing the questions that includes your 2022 question, you will see that वो कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं आप. It is not that cakewalk thing for you कि चलो पॉलिटी में तो इतना नंबर हम ले ही आएंगे. So every minute detail has to be covered, and I am doing it for all these 4 subjects with the help of the previous year questions, not only from UPSC civil services examination but from the other examinations conducted by UPSC and some state PCs also. So the point is कि if I cut down on 2 subjects, the problem would be for those learners who would have been watching those 2 subjects, even if it's less in number. Let's say only 10-12 people are watching, but still they are watching. Now suddenly in between, if I just disrupt that and I wait for the continuation of, let's say, only 2 subjects, and I spend it will take me around 4 to 5 months to finish these 2 subjects properly, right? And then there will be a gap of 4 to 5 months for these 2 subjects, or whatever 2 subjects, let's say, if I leave. So that will be a very problematic situation for those learners. They will just lose track of whatever they have learned. So the whole hard work, whatever I have done to prepare those subjects by far, and the hard work that you guys have done to cover those subjects by far from the videos, will just go in vain. So that is not an idea that I could think of as a solution. So the other alternative to me was, now I have already given alternative days. अब उससे ज़्यादा I cannot cut down on that, because with this system, which the model that I'm using right now, you're getting 12 videos per week, 3 videos for each subject, right? This is what you're getting. I don't want to reduce that, because otherwise if I reduce on the number of videos also per week, then I'll not be able to finish the syllabus on time. Now if I continue discussing only about these 2 subjects for the rest of the year, that will not serve the purpose. You have n number of things to cover. आपको करंट अफेयर्स करना है, ऑप्शनल करना है. नाउ CSAT you cannot take lightly. You have to do the other GS papers also. You cannot just rely on me for the 2 subjects and for the whole of the year I'll just doing the 2 or the 4 subjects, right? तो वो भी alternative नहीं है. So what I could think of as a better alternative was, let me give you enough time for self-study, which you have said that you are not able to get the time for self-study. So I will be giving you those 4 subjects continuously. ठीक है, 12 videos still will be covered. Time बस ये change हो जाएगा, because every 4 hours I'll be providing you these videos. Now what you get here is that every Thursday, Friday, Saturday only, week में only 3 days we will have the classes online. So you will get Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to do self-study. Now in that self-study mode, either you cover your pending videos from these 3 days, or you entirely focus it on self-study, no watching of videos from my channel, ठीक है. एंड देन 3 days आप थोड़ा हेक्टिक बना के जब जब ये शेड्यूल्ड होते हैं आप देख लो. तो either you do it, see, I actually premiere the video. What happens, there are 2 methods of doing it here on YouTube. One, if you premiere the video, it will play like a live video, live class. what will happen in this case is that you cannot increase the speed or decrease the speed, or let's say you just switch and you drag to some other minute and you just randomly watch anything. That will not happen. If I do not premiere the video, what will happen, it will play like a normal video. ठीक है, इन द फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस ओनली. सेकेंड में तो ऑफकोर्स इट इज़ जस्ट अ रिकॉर्डेड सेशन, तो वो आप कर सकते हो. बट फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस में इफ़ आई डू नॉट प्रीमियर द वीडियो, व्हाट विल हैपन, आप उसको अपने अकॉर्डिंग मॉडिफाई करके देख सकते हो. बट व्हाट हैपन्स, द बेस्ट पॉसिबल थिंग दैट हैपन्स विद द प्रीमियर वीडियो इज दैट यू गेट अ वेरी, यू वुड से क्लासरूम फीलिंग. लाइव सेशन, क्योंकि आप उसके स्पीड के साथ कुछ चेंजेस नहीं कर सकते. यू कैन नॉट जस्ट डू इट एज पर योर विश. आप मज़े मज़े में उसको सुन नहीं सकते कहानी की तरह. यू विल हैव टू बी सिंसियर इनफ टू हैव अ पेन पेपर इन हैंड एंड राइट थिंग्स, प्रॉपर मेकिंग नोट्स, राइट, जैसे क्लासरूम में होता है. सो टू गिव यू दैट ऑफलाइन क्लास फीलिंग, I try doing that and I always premiere the video. So you know the fixed timings for that. You should be ready at these timings for these these 4 classes. So you have 2 methods of preparing now, because I am giving you now enough time for self-study. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. See, more than this, I really could not think of any other solution. If you have any other solution, you can maybe suggest to me, but I couldn't think of it. Because in this method, what will happen, you will get that buffer time in your hand for the self-study. At the same time, there will be no reduction in the number of videos. We will continue with the same number of videos, 12 videos per week. So it will give you enough time. Of course, the number of videos per day will increase, but that will only take 3 days of your week and not 6 days of your week. So you will not be entangled with my videos for the 6 days of the week. You will have enough gap time. आप या तो same day cover करो या अपना बाद में cover करो. You make your own schedule. I have given you the idea how do you make your own schedule. You can do this and then cover it. So you can let me know if this works for you. We'll see for the next 2 weeks. I've given that in the Telegram channel also. I request those of you who have not joined it, because I've asked 2 things there. One about the mode of the live session that you would want me to take. So you just check the options from there, vote there, and I'll take a live session in the coming days. After I will be seeing the whole of the 2022 paper, so that we have something to talk about this, that how do we change the approach for the examination. Because it is nothing like the similar ones that used to happen earlier. So things are changing. We will also have to change our method of preparation. The second thing that I've told there, written there, is that because there is no response coming for the videos in a proportionate number, so the only option I'll be left after some point of time is to leave, which I really don't want to, because if I promised for these subjects to be finished on time, I really want to work towards it. I really want to work towards it. I do not promise for any other subject. I do not make any commitment for that. But at least for these 4 subjects, I want that the entire prelims comes main syllabus should be here on this channel, and it should benefit you to every possible core extent. Now it has to be coming from your side also. I cannot do it single-handedly. At least the best possible thing that you can do is to maybe have that number of response, so that it helps you prepare in a certain aligned way. If I get the proper response in the next 2 weeks, that include this week and the coming week, I would be happy to continue with that. Otherwise, I'll have to maybe cut down on a few subjects, which I really don't want to. That will disrupt the learnings for the some learners. But I will then have no other choice, because it takes a lot of time, energy, which I have already informed there. And I've been getting some personal messages also. I really do not appreciate that. Let's have a very professional relationship. Of course, I'm there for all my learners. Anytime you feel like having any query, any doubt, anything, any problem that you have, I'm there for you. You can reach out to me via any medium. Okay, people reach me via n number of mediums, and I'm available via all of those mediums. But if I get any personal thing right now, I will not be responding. I have now stopped. Earlier I used to respond, but now I have stopped responding. This is something very serious, because we are doing it in a professional manner. We have certain limitations for everything. Let's just focus on our study, and let's see how the system works for you. Let's quickly check the schedule for this week then. Lecture 15 in Polity will be on the democratic form of government. I've included all the chapters of different NCRTs which cover this topic, so that you cumulatively get everything about this possible question, prelims mains dono ke hisab se, in the single lecture. Then in the election and representation system, you must have come across the terms like first past the post system and proportional representation. LAXMIKANTH only mentions about them, does not give you any explanation. The explanation comes from your NCRT. I have given you enough explanation in this lesson. Then the other topics related to election, like reservation, universal adult franchise, election commission of India. Because until and unless you don't understand how the election and the system happens in our country, how will you understand the other organs of government, legislature, executive, especially? Because we are proceeding it in a manner that will help you fetch marks in polity, that's for sure. Any kind of question if they ask, factual, conceptual, whatever. The way you have been studying Lakshmikant, I can totally give you the guarantee, at least for most of you, that will not work anymore in your favor now. The way they have been asking the questions for the past few years, you will have to change your ways of preparation if you really want to crack this exam, especially the prelim stage. Uske baad you will still have some content in your hand to write, but prelims has just become absolute different now. If you do not become serious and just aligned and focused on what is needed and not just going haywire with everything that is coming your way, you will lose out on, because there are many candidates and there are very less posts. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, modern Indian history means of course expansion consolidation we are doing. हमने Mysore कर लिया है, so Anglo-Mysore wars is covered. Now we'll go for Anglo-Maratha wars. We'll also talk about the neighboring countries like Nepal, Burma, Afghanistan, and the regions in the northern part, Sindh, Punjab and Awadh. So once we will finish this, the topic of expansion consolidation will be over. Then for geography, so we will finish the continent convergence now. We have done the oceanic and oceanic continental. मेंस क्वेश्चन यहाँ से आए हुए हैं, एक मेंस क्वेश्चन इसमें भी आएगा. सो आई शेयर दैट विथ यू एंड विल डिस्कस द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ हिमालयाज. देन विल गो फॉर द डाइवर्जेंट एंड द ट्रांसफॉर्म प्लेट बाउंड्रीज, एंड देन द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इन द geomorphology, which is rocks and minerals. Going for the environment ecology, now that we are done with the basics of everything, we start moving towards transitioning towards that advanced phase, wherein we'll discuss about the terrestrial ecosystem, which is biome. So this is covered actually in 2 parts, therefore it is like that, because it is a huge topic to be discussed. Like you will discuss about the tundra, you will discuss about the forest, grassland, desert, all of that ecosystem needs to be discussed, and then in the aquatic ecosystem we'll see the basics of it. Okay, so I see you guys in the next class. Thursday से हम शुरू कर रहे हैं, because this is how the next possible thing could have happened. This is the present model that I follow, but again I repeat, because of your request and response that you are not able to follow these 4 subjects, you are not getting time for self study. See, I cannot give you the personalized plans. Many of the mails I have got is about, मैम मुझे एक schedule बना के दे दीजिए, एक routine बना के दे दीजिए. Now do you really think it is possible for just a single individual to make sessions for you to do other things of my life also? This is not the only thing that I can rely on, right? तो आई कैनॉट गिव यू दी पर्सनलाइज्ड शेड्यूल्स की, क्योंकि आपके लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है, कैसे सिचुएशंस हैं, आप वर्किंग हो, आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, यू फुल टाइम प्रिपेयरिंग, यू आर डूइंग व्हाट. I don't know that, how much time you have in your hand, right? What is your financial situation, what is your family situation, what is your mental situation? I do not know that. So I cannot give you the personalized schedule, and therefore the only best possible solution that I could think of was not to reduce the number of videos and still give you enough time for self study, which is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. How do you manage studying from like for these 4 videos in the whole week is now in your hand. Either you follow this strict schedule, जो टाइम है 3 दिन लगा के इसको बिल्कुल ख़त्म कर लीजिए, एंड देन इन द अदर 4 days जो है संडे, मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेंसडे, यू रिवाइज और यू डू वट एवर, or you just do 2 subjects in these 3 days and then you take the other 2 subjects from the recording in the other days. It now depends on you. I leave that on you. Okay? So I would expect your response to the videos and to the Telegram channel also. I mean on that particular post of the voting for the live session. And once I get enough response for that, I'll just conduct it in a few days so that we have some approach. I really need to talk about a few things also, and maybe if you have any doubt you can discuss with me that how do you proceed, because this is the right time to start sincerely preparing for 2023. Okay, see you guys then. Bye bye, take care.